Greetings. Today, the topic is insecurity. Insecurity. What can be said that has not been already said, right? Where does it come from? Why? When? You can explore it, and there's a lot to be explored. Everybody has an insecurity. Your perfect dad is insecure, right? Your perfect mom is insecure. Your perfect brother, your perfect whatever the role model is. Everybody in them are just like in the brain. There's always like a point of insecurity that people hide or keep hidden, keep like well placed in their head, right? um, this has been true for everybody I've met and everybody I've seen online and everybody I've read about. Like one word that's sometimes all it takes, one action, one word, one misplaced thing just to trigger the insecurity, right? I know I have it. I have some insecurities. Well, they're very little because like I make it an active job of me to find my insecurities and deal with them. But there's still ones that are like very much a part of who I am, that I find it very hard to let go of or deal with, and you slowly deal with them. But what what's the problem with insecurity? The problem with insecurity is that nobody admits that they have an insecurity, nor are they willing to deal with that insecurity. Do you understand what that means? So let's say, just for the sake of argument, you have, let's say, you're shy. You've always been shy, but you got out of your shell. You talk to people. You like, as far as anybody is concerned, you are actually like a very social person. You're not even shy. You joke. You like, if you're in a spot, everybody's entertained, right? But in your head, this shy kid always was there, and that shy kid is afraid of a socially awkward situation, right? That's why you stopped or never wanted to step out of your shell and be shy, is because you're afraid to embarrass yourself or something like that. So let's say that happens. If you have that insecurity, chances are you're gonna react very negatively to that situation. What does that mean? What does negatively mean? Either you like do an unjustified like flip, just like scream. Maybe you just freeze, and out of nowhere people like were just joking around and now you're frozen like your dad just died. Or you just fucking, your mood is done for the entire day and you just want to leave. And depending on your personality and your level of courtesy and moralistic social norm adaptation, whatever, do you stay or do you not stay when you're angry? Do you stay for the sake of staying and keeping things normal, or do you leave because you're angry, which would be rude? Had you dealt with it, though? Let's say you dealt with it. You're afraid of social awkward situations. First thing you tell people, by the way, guys, I am afraid of embarrassing myself in public. That's my fear in life. I am insecure about the way I talk, and even though you see me trying to deal with it, it's still not perfect, and I'm afraid of embarrassing myself. And it happens, and now people know, at least your friends. Trust me, it's way better. Way better. Let's say some, like, that happens to all insecurities. I can give you 7 examples. I don't want to take too long just talking about these. I want to give like the concept out, which is that everybody has an insecurity. Nobody recognizes it though, and that leads to very negative reactions. You can like compare it to your own library of experiences with yourself and with others' insecurities. Usually they're never addressed, and because they're never addressed, they're never fixed. Just talking about them makes them real, and that's scary. And what you need to do is actually recognize that they're real, because they are. They're in your head, but they're real, and they will fuck you up one day. So what do? You have to deal with this, right? So, what to do here, right? What is to be done in this situation? Well, I think the answer is very simple. Trusting companion. I'm not talking about even a wife or whatever. I'm talking about a friend that really knows you. You can call them the bestie, I don't care. All you need to do is, like, be honest, be clear, and try to figure out why. It's not hard. People think you need brains for this shit. You don't. All you need is patience and a lot of curiosity. You don't need brains. You don't need to be a psychologist sitting down and be like, what is the reason for my insecurity? Well, doctor, you don't need that. All you need is to be honest. Clear and honest. Right? So, yeah. Generally, that's what you need to do, and that's what we need to explore. And now a lot of people do it, and I hope a lot of people do it more, which is what makes me insecure. I know, for example, that to me, if I have a friend, I find it very hard to have a friend have a negative opinion of me, if that makes sense. I.e., let's say I gave somebody a bad time for whatever reason, right? I would not stop thinking until that situation is resolved. Why? Because I'm insecure about this. I'm insecure about not having friends, right? About me being a negative influence on everybody around me. I'm very scared of that. I don't want to be that person who people humor and wish would leave them alone, So I make it my crusade, to just make sure everybody has a positive opinion of me that I care about. And that's the fixing of the insecurity. It used to be everybody, but with time, as I've dealt with this every day, I like cleaned off the portion of the people that don't matter, and I'm like, those people, this circle of friends and family, this is what I need to focus on. The rest can bite it, because I can't please everybody, and I shouldn't try. So, yeah. That's an insecurity on my part. As an example of how I dealt with it is I just fine-tuned it. It's not a bad insecurity. It's just fine-tuned it not to encompass everybody. Don't be that guy who kisses everybody's ass. I never was, but I was still insecure about it. So now I'm still insecure about it, but it's giving me a constructive result. And so, yeah, that's how I dealt with that one. But you can deal with each one separately and differently. So, yeah, this is my 2 cents on the topic of insecurity. I hope you like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.